And A Murder Is Announced kicks off tomorrow night at the Ottawa Little Theatre. With all the details right now, we say hello to the co-director of A Murder Is Announced, Venetia Lawless, joins us. Hi, Venetia.
Hi there.
Miss Marple is with us as well, but you're also known as your real name, Sarah Hearn, and it's wonderful to see you here.
Thank you.
Are you in character right now?
I am. Well, clothing-wise, I am.
Because it looks good. You could wear that no matter what you're doing. I think
thank you. Yes.
Great. Venetia, a bit of a history of the Ottawa Little Theatre. It's been around for over a century?
Over a century,
Wow.
yeah. We have been doing community theatre here in Ottawa for over 106 years now. We do 9 shows a season. It's volunteer base. We do have a group of staff that are paid, but all of the things that you see put on stage, if you come and see our shows, it's all based on the volunteer work. We have about over 300 volunteers that are registered with us, and there's at any given point there's probably 900 volunteer hours going into any show. It's a well-oiled machine.
I can imagine.
And we love it.
So now this time around you've taken on the Queen of Mystery, best-selling author of all time, Agatha Christie. So why the sort of love affair between the Ottawa Little Theatre and Agatha Christie?
It's mainly out of respect for our audiences because they love Agatha Christie. Guaranteed when we do an Agatha Christie, tickets are hard to come by. And so we have a long-standing relationship with a number of our subscribers, and they want Agatha Christie, we will give it to them. And it becomes a really nice challenge for us to dust it off a little bit, to try and breathe some life into it. These plays were written a long time ago. The books were written a long time ago, and so we try and give it a sharpness and an edge and a sophistication so that our contemporary audiences today still get as much out of it as the original audiences.
And what I'm hearing from you here, even though it's running till May 11th, is the tickets are probably going pretty quick.
Tickets are definitely going quick already.
All right. Well, Miss Marple, Sarah Hearn, you are basically a very famous character in the world of literature. Is it difficult to play this character?
It is. So many people have an expectation of what Miss Marple looks like or what she sounds like or her characterization. There are so many great actresses who've played that role, and we've seen a lot of them on TV just in the last few years. So I was really faced with a challenge to say, how am I going to do this so that the audiences don't think to themselves, well, that's not Miss Marple. So I knew that there are certain things that you go with, that she dresses a certain way or she sounds a certain way. But you have to work within the script.
Okay.
So,
can you tell me what this script is all about? What is A Murder Is Announced?
Well,
is all about?
Really, the title says a lot. A murder is announced in the local newspaper in a small village, but nobody, and it's going to take place that night at a certain house, and nobody who lives in that house has any idea how the announcement got there or what it means. And so all sorts of nosy neighbors turn up to find out what might be going on, and of course Miss Marple turns up and says, you know, what's going on, and then there are twists and turns and red herrings, and it's pretty classic Christie, actually.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Venetia, what are some of the highlights that audience members can really look forward to in this classic tale?
I think we're thrilled with the set design that we have by David McGladrey. He did the lighting and the set. So, I mean, when people come and see a show at Ottawa Little Theatre, we often have a really high caliber set, but this one we have outdone ourselves. And I think the costumes as well. The costume design was a collaboration between 2 designers, Jane Sadler and Karenna Boychuk. They've done an incredible job with attention to detail, with ensuring that all of the characters look perfect in what they're trying to convey. So visually the play is stunning, and we've got a really solid cast. There's 12 people in the cast, 12 characters, and they've all been working really, really hard over the last 3 months, and we're really excited to bring it to an audience.
And Sarah, and Venetia was mentioning the volunteers. I mean, how many people in total would you say are making this production happen?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I would say there's 30 to 40 people in total when you count in props crew, not just the designers, but the people who come on every night and move things around. There's hair designers and makeup lady, and there's sound and lights and all the things you would expect to find. with a production, plus the 12 characters, plus 2 directors and assistant directors. There's probably 40 people, I would say.
Now, with the word murder in this title, is it a family-friendly show? I mean, what ages are you looking at?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Agatha Christie, I think, is a family-friendly show. My co-director, Nicole Milne, who is an Agatha-phile, she's been seeing Agatha Christie since she was young. I think that there's a real lovely tradition of people bringing their grandchildren and their children to see Agatha Christie's, and that's a lot of who our audience base is now, is people who developed a love for Agatha in their youth, and then they just keep coming back.
Amazing. Thank you for being here today. OttawaLittleTheatre.com for more details. Venetia and Sarah, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Amazing stuff in our community as always. More daytime coming up.